Samsung just made a move that's either bold or baffling. The Galaxy S25 FE is finally breaking cover, and what we're learning, it's got people fired up. Some are cheering, others scratching their heads. Imagine expecting a Snapdragon punch and getting, well, not quite that. But hang tight, because things get real interesting. Welcome back, viewers. Sam here. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and tap that little bell so you don't miss the next tech twist. So what's the fuss? The Galaxy S25 FE, Samsung's fan-favorite budget flagship, just showed up on benchmarking sites. Surprise, it's running on the Exynos 2400E chip. Yep, Exynos. Again, for many die-hard Samsung users, that's like expecting a sports car and getting a scooter with nice paint. Not terrible, but definitely not what was on the wish list. Now let's rewind for a second. Remember the glory days of the S20 FE and S21 FE? They delivered premium Snapdragon performance at a lower price. Fans loved it. Then came the S23 FE with a mashup of old Exynos and dated Snapdragon chips, and people hoped it was a one-time thing. But nope, Samsung's sticking with Exynos for the S25 FE. That pretty much confirms this is the new game plan. And here's where it gets even spicier. The Exynos 2400E is essentially a light version of the chip inside the S24 and S24 Plus. It's okay for day-to-day tasks, but it won't win any speed races against the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 inside the S25, S25 Plus, or Ultra models. Translation? It's decent until you start gaming or multitasking hard. For mobile gamers or power users, this could be a deal breaker. And if you were hoping Samsung might drop a Snapdragon version for select markets like they've done in the past, don't hold your breath. After the S23 FE stayed Exynos even in the US, it's clear Samsung's cutting costs by embracing in-house chips. Why? Likely because Qualcomm's Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 Elite Edition is crazy expensive, and that kind of pricing forces some tough decisions. Now let's talk RAM. The S25 FE sticks with 8 GB, just 8. Meanwhile, 2025 phones across the board are leveling up to 12 GB as the new standard. So while casual users may not notice, anyone who lives in 50 open tabs, edits photos, or wants long-term performance might be underwhelmed. But hang on, don't count the S25 FE out just yet. It's got a few surprises up its sleeve. Let's talk selfies. If you're into front-facing photos, you're going to like this. Samsung is finally upgrading the selfie cam to a 12MP sensor, matching the regular S25 series. That's a big leap from the recycled camera we saw in the S23 FE and S24 FE. Expect clearer, more detailed selfies. Maybe even some AI photo magic, if the software holds up. Now the rear camera setup, no major overhaul there. It's still the same 50MP sensor from previous models, but paired with better image processing thanks to the new chip, we might see a visible bump in clarity and dynamic range. Basically, the hardware is the same, but the brains behind it just got smarter. Speaking of brains, let's talk chipset drama. There's buzz that Samsung might actually swap the Exynos 2400 with MediaTek's Dimensity 9400 due to production issues, and this twist could flip the narrative. Why? Because the Dimensity 9400 isn't just a backup, it's a beast. Launched in late 2024, this chip packs a second-gen all-big-core architecture with up to 35% faster single-core and 28% better multi-core performance than the Dimensity 9300. So if Samsung does go with MediaTek, the S25 FE could suddenly become a performance champ, and that changes everything. Let's also look at software, because here's where the FE flips the script. While the flagship Galaxy S25 series might ship with Android 14, the FE is expected to launch with Android 16 and One UI 8.0. Yep, you heard that right. Newer software on a cheaper phone. That's a rare win. And here's the kicker. Samsung is reportedly giving the S25 FE up to 7 major Android updates. That's longer support than many flagship phones even dream of. Imagine a budget device outlasting your Ultra in software life. Wild, right? So what's the verdict here? The Galaxy S25 FE is not the Snapdragon-powered beast some hoped for. It's not the rebirth of the S20 FE glory days. But it might just be one of the smartest long-term choices in Samsung's 2025 lineup, especially if that MediaTek chip sneaks in and Android 16 support stretches for years. Bottom line, this phone is a mixed bag, but inside that bag might be a gem, if you know what to look for. What's your take? Are you Team Exynos, Team Dimensity, or just Team Give Me the Snapdragon already? Drop your thoughts below. I read every comment. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you're always ahead of the curve with Samsung news, leaks, and updates. Until next time, stay curious and stay powerful.